On this channel about a year ago, we visited this remote ranch in West Texas where we descended down a natural well and followed an underground waterway that led us to a beautiful waterfall that one would never imagine existing underneath this flat and featureless landscape. Today, we are going to return to this classic Texas cave, and instead of stopping at the waterfall as we did last year, we will continue deeper into the cave system, making our way to a gigantic cavity at the very bottom, known as the mud room.
You landed that pretty well.
Very nice, sir.
All right.
I have more depth than the most.
As you may remember from the original video, this first descent is about 130 feet, and it does get pretty tight. However, as you make your way closer towards the bottom, it'll open up quite a bit, and you'll notice that the air will feel slightly cooler. You might be able to hear in the audio of my GoPro that I'm starting to sound kind of winded. We had CO2 monitors with us on this trip, and they were reading 20,000 parts per million, or roughly 2%. It's not dangerous by any means, but it isn't great, and you can definitely feel it.
Hey guys.
How's the drop?
It was good.
Change your mind on the whole safety
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. You're still alive?
thing?
You're still awake?
15 minutes. Yeah. Honestly, it feels fine.
Yeah, at least it's cooler. Oh, rope! Awesome, they heard me. Ah, beautiful.
After we all make it down to the bottom, we regroup, get ourselves organized, and get ready to head down this river pathway, as this route will take us down to our next descent.
Hi, Greg's going nice.
How are you guys feeling? Mouse.
Oh, hey, Mouse.
Yes. We're going to send the group of us on. When Greg gets down, the two of you can just follow.
Okay.
It'll be probably a slight traffic jam up there, but it's going to get people through and up to the next thing. So it's this way. There's a few dunks along the way, so just slide down in a few of them. Some of them might get your face a bit wet. Awesome, awesome.
I think these boots are still watertight, so I'm not in spite of everything.
I like to kind of cut your butt down.
Woo! As we're making our way down this passage, you'll notice that we're stepping over these tiny dams that are blocking the flow of water. These are natural features known as rimstone dams, and they're created slowly over time as minerals will precipitate out of this ultra-hard cave water. We follow this passage as it meanders through the karst limestone until the bottom literally drops out beneath their feet.
It's really deep right there, and just make sure that y'all clip in right here.
Again, just go down slow, otherwise you're missing it. Go ahead and go down slow. I went down belly first, so you can go down to all the fall. So, yeah, beware.
This next drop that we're about to descend into opens up into a massive room that houses a beautiful waterfall. You may remember on the previous video that this is as far as we went. On this trip, we have plans of going much further because there's still a lot more that this cave has to show us.
Okay!
Last year, we took some great photos in the room down below us, so I wanted to bring the camera gear back out and try something new with the lighting.
Open my package in my text.
Just I think this is good. If you want to have it,
You can see that I'm hanging the strobe from the top of the climbing rope, and it's pointing directly down through the formation. I'll be able to trigger the strobe remotely while taking photographs from the bottom of the room. When hanging anything that's going to be above your head, especially when you're this high off the ground, be sure to do so in a way that's redundant and secure.
Let's test this thing out. Oops. Channel 3, got it. Go over that. All right.
I'll look at it, like, nice. 175. It's probably got precision to 5 degrees. Yeah. 18, we'll start north by northwest.
This is the second descent that we're making today, and it's about 75 feet. On your way down, you can get an up-close look at these dramatic cave formations, which are formed by the minerals in the dripping water. You can also see that the space that we're descending into is massive.
Oh, rope!
After getting down to the bottom, I unpack my camera gear and begin placing my strobes around the cave in a way that'll light the scene in the most dynamic way possible. In total, I have 2 strobes that I placed down here on the bottom, and that one strobe that I hung on the top of the climbing rope. I will say that bringing camera gear into this type of environment can definitely be stressful, but this is my favorite part of the process.
2 minutes or less to get over there. The air is the same.
For this next part of the journey, the group is leading us through this tiny passage at the bottom of this room that's supposed to take us all the way down to the sump. The sump is located in a large cavity known as the mud room. Because I didn't know how long this journey would take or what was ahead of me, I elected to leave my camera gear behind and pick it up on the way out.
That's not a good sound.
Yeah, lots of fun.
That was deeper than I thought.
As we made it further into the passage, our CO2 monitors were giving us relatively the same readings, which means that the air quality was staying about the same, but the water on the other hand was not getting any warmer. And by now you can see that although this passage started off a little tight, it's beginning to open up. You're going to see this as a trend as we make our way all the way down to the bottom.
That noise. Seems easier.
This next descent is only 15 feet, which is just tall enough to where you should use a rope to do this safely. Keep in mind our first descent was 130 feet, followed by a 75-foot descent. So by this point we should be well below 200 feet underground, which is kind of fun to think about.
This is so cool.
I'm not sure how tall this last descent was, but my guess would be somewhere between 50 to 60 feet. We had one more descent left before we hit the mudroom, so this seemed like a good enough place to take a break, grab a snack, and wait for the others to catch up.
Ah, rope! So this is the last one before the mudroom? That's correct. All right. Wow.
It will if you think about the angle that people are climbing up. But if you, so I can drop it and you can look at it and adjust it and see.
As opposed to the previous descents, which are all purely vertical, this next descent is more of a repel down a slope, which is covered in flowstone.
Meat stick anybody? I'm good. I'm good, thank you. I'll help you with the meat stick, y'all. Excellent.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, those Those look good.
London, you stick way down?
It's like a cigar.
I touched my.
All right, shall I go?
I suppose I wasn't watching what London did, so I need somebody else to do it first.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know what to do either. I'm just kind of guessing.
The minerals that are precipitating out of the water create these beautiful formations that are known as flowstone, and they also create an uneven surface that make it somewhat awkward to rappel down, at least for me anyway.
God, that's beautiful. Off! Rope!
So this is the bottom, or at least to my knowledge, because there may be additional leads that could potentially take this cave further. But either way, this is as far as we're going to go today. This gigantic room that we're in is what's known as the mud room. It's aptly named because of the gigantic mountain of mud that's right here in the center of the room, as it's fully encompassed by these gigantic vaulted ceilings, which could easily be as high as 70 to 80 feet above our heads. Upon entering this so-called mudroom, it's customary to try to climb to the top of the mountain of mud and then pose for a group photo. This is easier said than done, so be careful of where you're standing because some may lose their grip and slide right off. One by one, we all attempt to make it to the top.
You landed that pretty well.
Very nice, sir. Thank you. Through.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
You want a rock?
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Let's try to use it like a climbing nature.
Yeah, use it like a piton.
Let's see if I can find
Oh, this is a good one too.
Right? Gotta go the hard way. I'm trying to find one.
Oh God. Oh God. Coming down.
After failing that attempt, I walk around the corner, explore the rest of the room, and even take a look at the sump. So this is the sump, and keep in mind that without her presence here, this would be way more photogenic as we've already stirred up the mud quite a bit. I'm not sure of the details, but I do know at some point in the past, a cave diver was present here, trying to push further exploration of the cave. I'm not sure what happened as a result, but it sure would be interesting to find out. And that's pretty much going to wrap this video up. If you haven't seen the video for the first visit that I made to this cave, I'll leave a link to it right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.
Oh, I see the light of day.
And in the meantime, the rest of us will have to make a long climb out of here.
Hey. Hello.